Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Louisville, Kentucky welcome to Mr. Dan Bongino.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hey, before I start, each and every one of you, and you, thank you. Action matters, folks. Action matters. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up and not talking about showing up. There's a difference. Thank you. You know, folks, let me tell you a quick story here. So a couple months ago, I wake up in the morning with my one-year-old. It's about 6:30. She was 2 now, walking downstairs. And I noticed right away that my kitchen door is open. And I said, what possibly could have happened? Did I leave it open? Well, I put my daughter down, and I noticed my house had been broken into while I was sleeping. Why pick my house? I don't exactly know. Probably not the smartest criminals, but no one ever accused them of being smart, right? Dropped my daughter, and I turned around, and I thought, I just felt completely violated. Someone was in my house while I was home. Now, as a police officer, I'd responded to a lot of these scenes before, but it had never been me. Now, why do I tell you that story? Because your house has been broken into, too. I hear this talk all the time about third parties. Third parties? This house, this is our party. We built this. You kick these phonies out. This is our party. No, you want to start a third party? You go right ahead. You want to start a third party and call it the big government establishment rhinos, go right ahead. Good luck getting votes with that. But this is our party. We're not leaving. This is our real estate. You built this, not them. Now, I know in Kentucky, this is ground zero for the fight right here. But folks, yeah, that's right. This is it. This is ground zero for the fight. But the reason I bring that up is these establishment sellouts are not prepared for the fight ahead. Folks, they are not. Mother Liberty's under attack. These are fights we thought we won, frankly, a long time ago. I mean, it was to the point where no one even took the other side's redistributionist ideology seriously anymore. I mean, keep in mind, I started as a Secret Service agent under Bill Clinton. It was Bill Clinton who said the era of big government's over. That wasn't Ronald Reagan that said that. That was Clinton. This ideology had been put to sleep. Mother Liberty won. We were all successful, right? Well, they resurfaced with a vengeance. And they bloodied us up. Bad. And each of us has to look at each other. Don't fake it. We got hurt. They broke our nose and they bloodied us up. But now we're back. Now we're back. Having boxed and done a lot of MMA in my time, that's when my nose is all busted up. We had this expression in boxing. Whenever you sparred, if you were losing, you never wanted to stop. When losing, they would say, one more round, just one more round. Well, this is our one more round right now. This is it now, this election, right now. Folks, I say that because the folks we have in there now are not kidding around. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to give apocalyptic speeches. This is the United States of America. We can fix anything. But we can't fix it without action, and the folks we have in there now are playing for keeps, folks. These are not the same fights we were having with the Clintons. These were not the same fights. These are different fights. I'll give you an example. The economic fights we're having now are not about tax rates. Make no mistake, do not be confused. None of you. They are about whose money it is. You didn't build that. All of this, pay your fair share. What's our fair share? Their fair share is everything. This isn't the same fight we were having years ago. This is a different, more pernicious fight. The fight we're having right now about health care, folks, it's not about health care. It has always been about health care control. Always. There is a sound, very strategic, tactical reason they empowered the IPAB, the Independent Payments Advisory Board, MedPAC, the PST. Do you really think those boards are there to give you power over your health care? Folks, do you want to go to the DMV and ask for permission to crack your chest open? You don't even want to get your driver's license at the DMV. This is what's down the road. This is a different fight. Finally, the last issue. The issue that always seems to go under the surface, and we should never let go. I don't care what any poll tells you. You know, when you walked in tonight, just to show you how important this issue was, if I were to say to you, you know, most tall kids in Baltimore City go to a poor school, you'd look at me and say, all right, maybe Bongino's lost it, right? Doesn't make sense. Let's change the sentence a little bit, but not make the core of it any different. If I said to you, most children with black skin in Baltimore City go to a poor school, you'd shake your head and say, yeah, that makes sense. You still think it's not the civil rights issue of our time? Make no mistake, that is our fight. That has always been our fight. Be proud of that. Walk out of here with your chin held high. That is our fight. Every one of those kids deserves a shot, and it's going to be you that gives it to them, not them. Thank you. Folks, they forfeited those kids away a long time ago. We are at the tip of the spear right now, the people in this room, in the battle for the sanctity of the individual. The sanctity of the individual. You are not part of a collective. There is no collective. Now that flag means something, make no mistake. Men and women have died terrible deaths to protect not the fabric, the idea. The idea behind that flag. That is unique. There's nothing like that. And there's never been anything like that. Ever. Ever. That is special. That is different. That is different. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the men and women in this room who didn't sleep peacefully at night so we all could, defending that. That's under attack. That's the part that gets me the worst. I want to leave you with this. Folks, you're not the problem. You're here. You're here. You showed up. Your job when you leave is to do something. It's to register 10 voters. It's to make 10 phone calls for a candidate. And it's to knock on 10 doors. That is your job. Every generation has its fight. You have yours right now. Leave tonight with a renewed sense of action. Action changes the world. Talk does nothing if it doesn't motivate action. You have to do. It is the do that matters. It is not the talk. It is the do that matters. And I tell you tonight, you're going to leave tonight part of the new Republican Party. And this new Republican Party, this is the renegade Republican Party. This is the renegade Republican Party that goes after sellouts on both sides. Join the rebellion today. Sign up. No experience necessary. Take it back today. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.